Met Milo Yiannopoulos last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's a fucking douche.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
Give us the deals.
Nah, he was just exactly what you'd think he'd be.
Sure.
He's like, oh my gosh, this place is a dump. Oh, like shit like that. It's just like, dude, you're a fucking bitch.
Look, man, I'm all for having fun and comedy and saying.
Plump butt, though.
Did he really?
Milo has
Why?
a little...
You said he had like a heart-shaped hiney?
He literally had like
an 80s
from
chick
behind
butt.
it looked like a lady at a VFW smoking a cigarette. Like he's got like a thick, plump old lady butt. Yeah, with like weird jeans. He was wearing like weird. Of course, he was wearing like designer weird jeans.
Yeah, and
he looked like he was wearing lad jeans. Like it had the pockets that had the.
He had like was it like a wide ass or like a third dimension pop
like a
out?
wide plump ass. It was like a plump round.
Think you got an ass job?
It almost looked like it.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that guy's out. I mean, I was watching his facial expressions while he was doing this podcast. It's like something's way off.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, something's off with that guy.
For sure. I mean, it
But
seems...
I would have him as a guest. No problem. Like
I'll
I
take
didn't
those views.
have any problem with that.
Well, that's my thing, dude. It's like I'm all about freedom of expression. When you bring a fascist into my backyard...
Not in my yard.
You bring it into my backyard, dude.
Bro.
In my New York City, you bring a fascist... That's when I gotta raise my voice. I gotta bring awareness,
speak
dude.
up. Fascists
I gotta
are not
speak
welcome
up, dude.
here.
Dude, I gotta speak
You
up
bring
on
in
that.
a real Nazi?
Exactly.
That's a real
in
Nazi.
my backyard?
Just a gay
I
British
mean, dude, I did
Nazi.
the roast battles. Here's my set. Check them out.
True.
Please watch my set. But I don't like fucking fascists.
I hate
Dude,
fascists.
the blowback in tweets, I was looking at that, were the most like shameless self-promotionary. Like the one guy was like, check out the set I did on the thing. I was like, I'm totally cool with fun and games, but I also don't like fascists. I was like, dude, what the fuck? What are you doing?
God,
What are
someone
you trying?
posted their own
yeah,
set?
dude, posted their set. Like, here's me doing the roast battle. Obviously, I like telling dirty jokes and like offensive stuff, but I don't like fascists in my back. It's like,
Yes.
Are you that fucking dumb?
They are, man.
Dude, the fucking tweets are so funny from the people, the shit they sent him.
Yeah.
My backyard. To call anywhere your backyard, you're automatically
New York
banned.
City is your
You're
backyard?
not funny, dude.
Queens is your backyard.
It's your
you
backyard,
fucking
dude.
dildo.
And you hear about a fascist, dude, coming into
The
your
last thing I need.
backyard?
It's the last thing I need.
You're patrolling like World War II villains from coming into your backyard?
Yeah, man. You just man the guns.
Let's fucking
Waiting for a fascist to fucking rear its ugly
You
head.
gotta. Someone's gonna Franz Ferdinand out, dude.
I'll fucking do it.
Someone's about to Archbishop Franz Ferdinand.
I did. So Milo was sitting on a couch in the studio, and I came in and sat next to him.
Yeah.
So, there's one couch. I just sat. He got up like instantly and walked away.
Really?
And I was like, "Fuck's this guy's problem?"
You tell him he was in your backyard.
I
You
said,
keep
"You're
an
in
eye
my
on him.
backyard."
I'm
dude.
keeping an eye on
I
you.
stayed right behind him the entire. I was looking at that plump butt the whole time, dude.
You're like a double agent who fell in love.
I did. I accidentally fell into the enemy's arms. But if you don't know, this Legion Skanks podcast had Milo Yiannopoulos as a guest.
Okay.
So all the, Brooklyn fucking pussy comics that are like, I'm okay with, like, if you, I don't know, you got to fucking message one of the guys. If you know the comics,
Sure.
message them and be like, yo, this is weird. Don't do it.
Don't have my
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then let them be like, nah, we're going to do it. Whatever. Fuck
Okay.
you. But like, leave it there. Don't tweet publicly. And then about the venue, like they were shitting on Creek in the Cave and like,
Yeah, that's like
so fucking
the
gay.
mecca for like
yes,
pretty much like hipstery comedy. Yeah.
young or bad comics. There's a lot of bad comics that still hang out at the Creek.
Now,
And
yeah,
they're the ones that are
definitely.
like, I can't believe this.
Well, that's because they're not funny.
Yeah.
If you're not funny, it's like, all right, well, how else can I skin this cat?
Well, that's so. I was with Jay that day, the day of, and him and Christine. Like you could see they were hurt. Like you're worked up by this because these are like
sure, I believe
it's the same. And I was telling him, I was like, this is like the exact same thing that happened to us
Oh,
with Good.
yeah,
Good.
with Good Good,
Where I was
yeah.
like, you lose friends,
Yep.
and it's like good riddance.
Yeah,
they
fuck
were
off.
fucking pussies.
Yeah, dude.
Like they're gonna publicly tweet that I'm like alt right. It's like, suck my dick, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
And one dude DM'd me during that whole Dweck thing, the firefighter sketch, and was like, I DM'd him. I was like, here's my number. Just call me and I'll explain everything. But
Yeah,
I can't publicly fucking say what I'm going to say to you. Like, I
Yeah.
can't publicly be like, this is clearly a right-wing show. I'm trying to make it moderate
Sure.
and make it funny.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm trying to get paid and make a fucking
Yeah.
living. There's like,
It's like, dude, I just
Very
moved to New
slim-
York
very
with
slim
$400.
Yeah.
Like, I need this money.
yeah.
And it's me and
dude,
John making funny videos.
And it wasn't espousing like Nazi propaganda.
No.
Although, were you in my backyard fucking contributing to fascism,
I was
dude?
in your backyard, baby.
Dude,
You
I
didn't
cannot
even
be.
know it.
Hold on, I gotta set to all caps, dude, and go to Twitter.
Yeah,
But how
man.
was that contributing?
I will not be silenced. I will not.
Yeah,
He's joking.
Yeah, no, I
It was
know.
just the
but
blowback
I don't even
was
understand the
so
argument,
generic
yeah.
and just watered down, and it was unbelievable. To the fact where I was really wondering if people really believe that. I'm like, are people like kind of like, do people really believe this? You know, I don't know
No.
what's worse or what. You know, if
They
they
don't.
did, it's like Jesus Christ.
And like you could reach out to Jay. Like Big J is a nice
Sure.
guy. Like if you told him that, he'd be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, like
and
it's
that would be it.
Be like, look, you're gonna get a bunch of shit for having Milo
Yes.
Yiannopoulos. I don't even know what he's ever said or like what his problem is.
That's another thing. If you look into it, it's like, yeah, he said a bunch of dumb shit.
Yeah.
He's a fucking weirdo.
Sure. And it's
That's
like
it.
you to have him on and fuck around with him on a podcast. You're gonna start telling people who they can and cannot have on, dude. It's
Yeah.
like you don't have that authority, dude. It's so weird.
Yeah.
To want to, if someone had like a lame guest on, or even someone like I downright hated, or someone I like just downright hated,
Like Gerbies.
Dude, I hate me now too.
I hate you, dude.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
I know. No, I know.
All right,
You're
good,
kidding.
good. I know you get. I know you get down on yourself.
dude.
No, no. Yeah. It's just like, what's going on?
Imagine me out front of like say the Creek and Cave protesting.
Someone spray painted on the concrete on the sidewalk in front of Creek in the Cave, like "No Nazis allowed."
Oh my god.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
They didn't even have it at the Creek,
Yeah, exactly.
so it's like,
Dude.
whatever, man.
No fucking Nazis allowed. No Nazis. No fascists.
Last thing we need are Nazis
Dude,
around
the
here.
World War II fear mongering
They're back,
is the
dude.
funniest thing in the world. And now you have a bunch of people who have so little going on
Yeah.
that they're like, he's a fucking, they're communists, they're attacking us, they're fucking fascists. It's like, I can guarantee you, no, these guys aren't going to pick up steam and create like fucking Stalin-esque. Or the reverse. It's fucking insane.
Yeah, yeah. And the Antifa got involved.
I was there.
Oh
You
my
Dude,
God,
dude,
man.
didn't
how?
see me, dude. I had a bandana over my
you,
face.
Was that you hit me?
Yeah, dude. I fucking
You
went up
fucking
and pinched your butt.
maced me.
Dude.
Pinched my butt. Antifa is. I hate it.
That's
I mean,
brutal.
we talked about it last week. It is
Yeah.
retards fighting retards with
Absolutely.
like sticks, and mace. It's unreal.
Dude, but the comments were I was shocked about from all those other comics who are just kind of like, and like, dude, I just cannot. The opportunism is so obvious and transparent to be like, this is my moment. There's gonna be a million blogs about like why I reacted to blah
Yeah.
blah blah, and it's like, dude, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, man.
Nobody.
And
fucking
it's
cares.
like, look at what Milo was just on. He's on like HBO. He's on like, he's done a ton of shit.
he was on Rogan.
Yeah, it's like
Rogan fucking destroyed him, dude.
Rogan fucking
See the
destroyed him with
clips?
logic.
Rogan destroys Milo.
It's like you. I mean,
You
never
don't.
mind.
Rogan was basically like, you don't love Jesus, and Milo's like, yes, I do. He's like,
Damn.
nah.
Is that what they talked about?
I, just,
love.
I like
Jesus.
read
You know who doesn't love Jesus?
who? Gerbies, you an atheist?
I mean, you know that about me.
He hates religion.
Atheism is a religion.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, dude. It's
Yeah,
a
it is.
logical leap of faith people take.
No, it's not.
It's a religion.
No, it's not.
Sure is.
It's a rejection of claims
Sure.
about certain
There
truth.
is no God.
Right.
Claim on the truth.
I don't claim that there certainly is not.
All right, so you're not an atheist.
Yeah, you're an atheist,
agnostic.
bro.
No,
You're
no,
agnostic.
that's the way most atheists would consider themselves. You'd say, well, because you can't prove
Why would
a
you need to
negative.
quantify that? I don't
Well,
think
because
there's.
because that's not what you do. You go,
I don't
but there
know
is
that-
a God, and he has very
no,
specific
I don't
things.
know that there's a God. I wouldn't call myself an atheist.
Yeah, you're
An atheist is a logical belief that there is.
Agnostic is the word.
Yeah.
that you're looking for.
But it's not like, oh, I think that this could be a God or there could not be a God.
Okay, so then you believe there absolutely is not.
No.
Okay, so then could be a god or could not be is agnostic.
But there also could be like other ridiculous things.
Simulation.
Sure.
It's pretty. It could happen. So you're an atheist.
Yeah, that's what I would consider it. Yeah, I don't think that
So
there
that's
is.
a
I can
reli-
never
it's a
prove
religion.
that.
It's religion.
All right, I don't
Just an
agree.
atheist Jay.
Like most Jays, I think.
True.
But
Actually, like most Catholics.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I think like again that and it's just I'm in this like weird state right now where like when I talk I get lightheaded.
Really?
It's like if I can't get breath, yeah.
Why don't you go lay down on the couch?
Okay.
Go.
Because I want to have conversation about it.
And then
I-
fucking hop back in.
okay.
We'll be here.
I'll hop back in.
Go
Go lay
edge,
down.
dude, and get back in the game.
All right,
Go
I'm
edge.
gonna go edge.
Get yourself. See what Coach Corey Wayne's going to say to you.
Okay.
He's going to be pissed.
Yeah, lay down, dude. Get some.
Sorry.
Lay down.
Dude, please.
Ginty
P.O.R.E.
Jim Ginty just messaged me. Milo is the man. It's the first time I've talked to him in months.
Really? Hilarious.
He's out of his mind.
I get it.
Jeff
Shane.
Hoffman. Shout out Jeff Hoffman.
Shane,
dude.
I get it and all. Hell, you think you can have anyone on your podcast, and I support comedy. If you ever see my stuff on YouTube, obviously I know how to do stand up, but like not in my fucking backyard, dude. You're talking about bringing a fascist, warmongering fucking fascist.
Shut up.
Into my backyard, dude. Into my
You're
fucking
a fucking
backyard.
warmonger.
What?
I love war.
Are you gonna say you
Support
love
the
war
troops,
while
dude.
you're
I
in my
support the
backyard?
troops and love war. I love sending troops to their death.
You're in my backyard right now, dude. You can't.
I'm in
cannot,
your fucking front yard, bro.
dude. You cannot enter my
in your living room,
designated geographical space
I
and
got
start talking
fascists
about.
On deck. In your
Actually,
living
technically,
room.
that's what fascists do. They definitely. Technically, the aim is to be in your backyard.
That's
So
what they
it's
love
kind of
to
like
be.
yeah,
They love to get in
if they're
there.
not in your backyard, technically they're not a fascist.
Fascists
really.
love getting in your house.
Love your backyard, dude.
They chill in your backyard, dude. Nice fire pit. They toss some books in there.
So what kind of stuff can you get in trouble for in London?
Definitely being racist against Muslims.
Is it just racist, or if you're
Right?
like,
I'm not just making that up.
No,
Right.
I mean, a fucking comedian in like Canada got arrested. Like, there's some free speech issues that that the Proud Boys like Steve are fighting against, and that's
I'm not
good.
a Proud Boy. But
Well, see,
Gavin just bowed down. They are leaderless right now. They're like the Mongolians, dude. After the
not
Khan
a
died.
Proud Boy.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
I know you're not
I know.
disavowing the Proud Boys, but you are. And what do you think about that? Like we're programmed to be like Proud Boys are bad. Proud Boys are definitely bad. None of us have done the research. We just know what
No, that
everyone's
that's,
screaming
Someone
at us.
called
is
me a
telling
Proud
us.
Boy because I didn't jerk off for like 3 days. And were you a fucking Proud Boy? I'm like, dude.
That's one of their tenets.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck, dude?
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? You're totally right. I think that, and maybe that's not fair, that position I'm taking. It's just that I think that this is the only way I'm rationalizing in my head, is that this general idea is so important, I think, that if it's going to be immediately associated with something that other people associate with racism, even if that's wrong, I'm just like, okay.
That's what this
me try
school.
and
That's
back
what
away
this
from that.
thought brings. If you say like Western culture is superior,
right.
that's interpreted immediately as racist.
As racism, I know, and it's
So no matter how you slice it, no matter how you try to get that message out, it's always going to be like fucking racist.
right. So I what I should need to stop saying is Western culture. It's just like
Yeah, just call it what it is. White.
it's not white. It's not white.
Call it enlightenment thinking.
Oh, so you want everyone to start thinking like the black people that live here?
There's people
yeah,
of
that'd be
all
sick.
different races.
That'd be tight.
I can name. You want me to start naming black people that think like this? Kmele. I don't know. I follow him on Twitter. I don't actually follow him on Twitter, but I see his tweets.
You don't
Like
even know how
Coleman
to say
Hughes,
his
Coleman Hughes, John McWhorter, Glenn Lowry. I mean, there's tons of
You like
black
Glenn?
McWhorter and Lowry, dude.
You like Glenn?
Glenn Lowry.
They're two good boys,
They're
dude.
great.
They're what?
Two good boys, dude. Glenn and
They're
McWhorter.
the good boys. Yeah, all right.
They're
I see
good
what you
boys.
racist. You dog
Did
whistlers.
you ever watch them?
They're fantastic.
Good boys, dude.
And they,
Call them boys.
They're good boys.
so
Their podcast is
there's
nice.
a lot. Yeah, it's not just it's
Spud
not
loves
white talk.
McWhorter and Lowry.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of them popping around. Mostly
See, look,
honkies.
I hear you. I see you guys.
Evaluate the idea.
I see you
regardless
guys
of-
talking. I
yeah.
see. I'm watching you guys, and I'm like, I hear you, dude. America rules, but it's like it needs to buck off the whole entire system. Full solar, full everything.
You're totally right.
Universal
about
basic
that.
income, single payer system.
Nah, Cole.
No, do you know what they're bringing back though? Apparently, in West Virginia, they came up with they found the minerals that they make cell phones with. They're about to fire the
Oh,
mines back
nice.
up in West Virginia. The boys are about to go back underground.
Boys are going
dude.
back in.
That's what I heard. Could
They've
be
been
propaganda. But yeah, apparently they found some of that shit down there in West
They've been
Virginia.
chomping at the bit to get back in those mines. That must be so fun down there.
They
That
probably
they want
people
that.
from West Virginia probably die and turn into like cell phone material.
Honestly, all that
you get
fucking
enough
like
bones and shit
all that
down
like
there.
Monster Energy drink and fucking fast food fuses into your bones. They're like, we can catch a signal off this guy's fucking femur.
Dude, I was dying. Did you get into like the milkshake shit? How they were throwing like Antifa
and
was throwing milkshakes.
cement
at-
milkshakes?
That's
Cement
some British
milkshakes.
thing, dude.
Huh?
British people were doing
Nah,
that.
they started doing America with like cement in it too.
Yeah, they threw it at the Asian. Is the Asian dude British?
No,
No, that was
I
in
know what you're
America,
talking about,
but
yeah.
he is British in America, and that was kind of funny, but also fucked up.
Well, dude, they were. So I was reading about. So they're talking about doing the milkshakes and how everyone's like, there was that guy that Crowder I think was in a fight with. whatever the fuck the guy's
The comedian, Steven
Crowder.
Crowder.
The comedian,
He's
the hit comedian.
Yo, he's
Yeah.
hilarious. If you YouTube his comedy, it's so good.
All
really?
comedy.
Yeah, it's so fucking good.
Is it hilarious?
Capitalism
favorite.
is for fakes.
Dude, so the guy wrote an article basically being it's just like the Steven Crowder's polar
Phil,
opposite.
I'm trying to have a career here. Stop.
Steven,
What was that?
Trying to have a career here, dude.
what Billy
Taking
said?
shots at me?
He's blowing up my spot in front of Crowder, dude.
What
Are
happened?
you trying to get on Crowder?
Trying to become an alt-right YouTuber, dude. Obviously.
I thought you were just making fun of me.
Obviously, dude.
No way, dude.
Don't
we
be
don't
weird.
This is positive
Everything's
vibes.
about you.
Dude, this is positive vibes only, dude.
Yeah, you guys having fun?
No, this is positive
This is
vibes
fun
only.
stuff.
We're having fun for now.
Yeah.
I got the point that could take us all back, dude.
What?
All right.
So Steven Crowder's like weird inverse, the guy he got in a fight with, wrote a thing being like,
The lispy queer.
"You're gonna get SD platform."
What he said.
Don't get us to platform.
I'm quoting.
So that's Steven
We're gonna
Crowder's.
have to Patreon this, dude.
That's
We
just-
can't get deplatformed because of these characters.
Yeah.
We're not-
Who do
we
you
won't
get
get
deplatformed off
deplatformed.
of?
The page, dude.
Dude, if you guys do that, I'll go on Mark Random's podcast and blow you up.
Yeah, baby. Nah, this will be fine.
I mean, we could wrangle him, dude.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Who, random?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
He can be part of your guys' squad, dude.
Put him on
You
the
can be
channel,
the third
dude.
musketeer.
Alt-right channel.
He might have to, like, what is this called when pagans aren't really in the pagans yet?
You gotta get
what the hell is it?
initiated.
It's not initiated, whatever. I know
Boy Scout
pagans,
stuff.
it's whatever.
Well, they're not in the pagans. when they're like
No,
pledging,
Pledging, yeah, pretty much.
It's like a
They're
frat.
just all pussies.
when they're rushing the pagans,
They're rushing for their motorcycle bikes.
dude. So this guy started writing after the milkshake thing. Just wrote like it's like this guy being like any means necessary. If you have to throw a milkshake, throw him, just like shit like that, and like be like get him where it hurts. And he was saying that like. Like a while ago, you were saying like there's just not that many fucking neo-Nazis kicking
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, none.
So like they're like, nah, they're everywhere. Now they're saying there are like not a lot of neo-Nazis around, but it's because of like Antifa's
Yeah.
brute force.
Antifa
They're
scared them all.
They're saying Antifa, all like 130-pound
I mean,
like bike
it would scare the
messengers.
shit out of me, dude.
Who,
I know
Antifa?
Individually, they're pussies, but if a pack of dudes ran down the street with crowbars,
I pray, dude. I would love that.
I don't know, man.
If you got all of Antifa
The one guy
What's
wasn't
together,
that guy's name? Like base stick lord or what was that
the
guy?
dude who
Stickman?
rocked
Dude,
that
are
one
you
person.
Stickman?
Yeah, I'm Stickman.
Are you the new stickman?
The
I
one-
would love that.
You gotta
one
go down to
dude-
Charlottesville and start hitting people with
Oh,
sticks.
no, stay right
The
here.
one dude wasn't even
You can do
looking.
it. They're in Philly. You can do it here. You can
I know.
rush them.
I know.
You should ride a bicycle
they-
as fast as you can.
They sit out on in Clark Park and they have like pamphlets for communism. It's a good boy, dude. He's this
socialism.
fat kid, like
Really?
so fat. He has his big socks so he doesn't get his big puffy veins.
He's diabetes socks.
Yeah, he has diabetic
no.
socks.
And he's trying to share.
And he has a little
Wants to
good
share
boy
that
top
food.
hat.
He's like a body billionaire.
Yeah, pretty
Tell him
much.
to slow down on the portions, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta split those
Tell him
portions up.
there'll be enough for everyone if he just slows down on the
Minus
portions.
him, if you got all of Antifa together, it would probably be 3,000 pounds total.
That cracked me up though. They're like, obviously, there wasn't just not a ton of neo Nazis. It's like we banded together and we
Yeah.
scared them back into the underground
That's good. It's
like, or maybe there's-
they did a good thing, dude.
by getting them.
Yeah.
True,
They
very
knock
pro
out
Antifa.
Nazis.
huh?
They knocked Nazis
They
out.
might have killed. They might have knocked all of them
They
out.
sucker punched that gay dude, Richard Spencer.
Yeah, yeah.
He just swallowed it.
No homo.
Well,
He's
they
very homo. Dude, that guy.
they punched the other gay dude, the Chinese guy.
Was he
The,
gay?
the partner was gay, wasn't he?
The partner they hit with milkshakes.
Yeah,
and
he
stuff?
was
Yeah,
gay.
he's gay. He's very frail and gay.
Yeah. He was,
Antifa keeps beating up gay dudes.
Yes.
well, dude, I was watching the one video of the guy smacking someone with a helmet. And it was like, he smacks him with a helmet, and they all start fighting, and like 3 people pile on him, and he gets up and hits someone, and they like take their mask off, like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm a girl. It's like, well, what the fuck, dude? It's like you're a woman beater.
Yeah, I watched a dude crack a dude in the back of the head with a hammer twice.
Damn.
Whoa.
Stitches were like his head split open on both sides of his head. He was bald, so it like looked real clear.
Damn.
It's fucking gross.
Who got hit in the head?
Some old
Antifa
man.
like ran up on behind a dude that wasn't even looking and hit him in the head twice with a hammer. That's what I'm saying. It's like these guys, you gotta take these dudes out, man.
Also, a testament how
terrifying.
weak you are, dude. If you can't hit an old man in the head
Kill
with
him?
a
the dude
hammer
didn't
and
even
kill him,
dude. The dude didn't even stop walking. Didn't even get knocked out.
Yeah.
just split his head open.
Stop walking. He's like,
Yeah, he was just like, "Ow, what the fuck?" He just kept walking. Yeah,
the hammer probably fell out of the kid's hand.
yeah.
Oh my god.
They're
Yeah,
big weapons
They probably
doxing
heard
people
it
too.
like a baseball bat when you swing it and you get jammed.
He's like, ow.
You get
He's got to get batting gloves.
My favorite is still that dude that kicked the chick at the Planned Parenthood.
Oh, that was the
That was one of the best.
spin kick.
That was one of the best.
Oh my god!
And he's like, no, oh no.
Yeah, that was one of the best ones.
That's realizing that moment you realize you're out of Antifa for kicking a girl. You're like, shit.
It's a tough time for those guys. Everybody on both sides of this it's a sad group.
Pretty brutal.
Are the other?
yeah.
I haven't heard much about the other ones, the Proud Boys. Are they still around?
Apparently they're. I like.
Antifa ran him out.
No. I scrolled a thing. Apparently they're having like a coke problem with Proud
No
Boys.
shit. Proud Boys have been having fun, dude.
Wait, for real? Like they're just getting into coke? Oh, all right.
The Proud Boys are at the
Yeah,
next
dude.
step of their evolution, dude.
It's just
and
coked out.
I just read a headline. I was reading about Epstein, and
Dude,
you know, like
that's
sometimes they
hilarious.
scroll all the way
Yeah.
down. It was like Proud Boys and cocaine. I was like, all right, fuck,
That's a powerful mixture.
Yeah.
That might be a problem for Antifa.
dude. I was telling Andrew, I was in class watching. We went to class and watched the 13th.
Which is bullshit, dude. You
What
go
is
to
the
college
13th?
and they put on a
Amendment,
movie.
that
13th Amendment,
Netflix
the
special?
documentary, yeah.
Yeah.
So we
It's
watch
about
it, yeah.
Private prisons and how the 13th Amendment like protected slavery, but then allows prisons to use slavery. So then they did the war on drugs to arrest black people. So
Clintons.
the Clintons,
Yeah.
Dude, so I'm watching the documentary. I've already seen it before, so I'm watching now the second time. So now I get to watch it. They show the Clintons in it a lot.
They're
'cause
everywhere,
They
dude.
did the
Yo, they show the
mandatory
Clintons.
max or minimum max,
Yep.
whatever the hell it was.
Three strikes, you're
Predators.
outlaw,
Yeah.
super, all that shit. So they did all that, and then they showed like Reagan, Nixon. They went all the way through the lines. They did all this stuff.
Yeah.
And what you laughing at?
Nothing.
He's fucking Arnold over here.
Are you flexing, bro?
I'm not at
Pack
all.
bouncing, dude.
Chill.
Muscle spasm or something.
Just your striations.
Yeah.
Dude, so they go through the whole thing, and they do like a historical context of like
Damn, dude.
freeing black people from slavery, and then you just arrest them on vagrancy laws and all that
Yeah,
shit, and then
obviously.
you do all that, and then you do the drug cases and blah blah blah. But they show the Clintons, and then they at the end, and this is what I was trying to talk about in class. We didn't have really time for it. I had to write down an index card for next time. But it's like it's literal propaganda, dude.
Yeah.
So it's like they
All
show
Netflix
Well, no,
is.
they show like it's a fact. It's historically factual in terms of the pool they're pulling from. It's like, okay, yes, this is a true thing, and then they get everyone all fucked up with all these crazy images, and then at the end of it, it's the Clintons apologizing that we were wrong for that. You did all the
Totally
legislation-
didn't mean to. Have fun in jail. for
Totally
the
didn't
rest of
mean
your
to
life.
imprison black people forever for like just bullshit. Like, so sorry. And then it's them apologizing. The next shot is just Trump being like, "Get him out of here," smack him in the
yeah.
face. And then
Yeah.
as he's saying that, they're showing pictures of like black guys being lynched and like
Yeah.
assaulted. He's like,
propaganda.
"I wish it was the good old times. It was the good old times." So it was like, they're literally,
Yeah.
literally
2012.
propagandizing people. Where it's like it's historically, yes, you can't like. So it's like a historical framework, and then there's the weird stuff of imagery and emotion, where it's just like, then it's just Trump being like, "Get him out of here. I wish it was the old times," and it's just like guys
Yeah.
getting hit with fucking fire hoses and
Well,
shit.
in
And it's like,
2012,
Jesus.
Obama made propaganda legal against U.S. citizens.
Yeah, I saw
He
that,
made
yeah.
them legal, and then Susan Rice and Michelle Obama are now on like the board of Netflix. They're like picking and choosing this stuff. And Michelle Obama just came out saying that she thinks that
Michael.
yeah, exactly. That's a dead name. We don't do that around here. She thinks that she was telling that one chick, Joy Reid, that you know what I'm talking about. She's like a morning host or something for news.
dime a dozen.
She said, yeah, she said that she thinks that in the eyes of America, like it was like, oh yeah, the presidency, a black guy did it, anybody can do it, and that's why we have Trump. Michelle Obama said that.
What?
Yep, that's who you're
What's
dealing
what's
with.
that supposed to mean?
Dude, it's
It's a
definitely
good
not.
bit.
It's not good
It's a
for
good bit.
unity of the country. Start talking like that.
So she said if a black guy can do it, then
She was
anyone.
saying that's what she feels like is going on.
Nice.
I don't even understand the logic.
She's saying that
I'll show
America is like, oh, black guy can do it. We can put any idiot.
Yeah,
in
we'll
here.
just put Trump
Yeah.
in. Like,
She's
fuck
saying
it.
America's racist enough.
Oh.
Yeah,
What?
but the chick that
That's what I was
she
saying. That's actually a funny bit.
Yeah.
Like a comedian could make that joke and it'd be funny.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
All the, if you like start watching Netflix after knowing all this stuff, dude, like I want to unsubscribe from Netflix. It's so bad.
Yeah, I
Like,
can't. watch
Everything's
most
horrible.
stuff.
The 100's pretty tight. Jersey. It's so bad.
Pretty tight.
No, it's so bad. It's about people who are like